Decomposition of a graph. Consider a graph G with vertices V and edges E. Then the graph G can be decomposable into two subgraphs G1 and G2, such that the union of these two graphs G1 and G2 that must be is equal to the graph G, that is G1 union G2 is equal to G, and intersection of these two graphs must be null graph. G1 intersection G2 is equal to null. So example, consider a graph G that's having vertices V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5, and A, B, C, D, E, F are the edges of that graph. That graph is decomposed into two graphs, that is G1 and G2. That is, the graph G1 contains V2, V5, V4 and V3 vertices and D, E, F edges, and the second graph G2 contains V1, V2, V3 vertices and A, B, C are the edges. So when we combine these two graphs, when we merge these two graphs, it becomes G, the original graph. See here. So the G1 union G2 is equal to G, and now the graph G1 and G2, the intersection of these two graph is a null graph, because these two graph G1 and G2 does not contain any common edge. Okay, it contains two common vertices but it does not contain any common edges. So because of that, the intersection is what? It's a null. So the decomposition of a graph is the graph G with vertices V and edges E. The graph G can be decomposable into two graphs G1 and G2, such that G1 union G2 is equal to G and G1 intersection G2 is equal to null graph. This is the decomposition of graph. One more example for decomposition of graph is, consider the graph G. It's having the 4 vertices and 5 edges. This can be decomposed into two subgraphs, that is G1 and G2. So V1, V2, V3, V4, these edges, E1, E2, E3 and E4, these edges is decomposed in one graph, and the V1, V3 edge is decomposed in the second graph. So the union of these two graphs is graph G, and G1 union G2 is graph G, and G1 intersection G2 is a null graph. So here one more example, A, B, C, D, E, F. This is a graph G and this is decomposed into two graphs G1 and G2. When we merge these two graphs, it becomes a single graph G and the intersection is a null. Next topic, special graph. So mainly three graphs: trivial graph, multigraph and complementary graph. These graphs are called as special graph. So you already studied about trivial graph and multigraph, but we just go through the definitions of trivial graph. So trivial graph, a graph which consists of only a single vertex and no edges, is called a trivial graph. So a graph which contains only one single vertex, no edges, that is called a trivial graph. So next is the multigraph. A multigraph is defined as one which contains multiple edges, that is between two or more edges which connect the same endpoints or same vertices. So this is called a multigraph that also contains the self loop. So example here, A, B, C, D are the vertices, and A and C having more than one edges between the A and C. So the same vertices having more than one edge. So this is called the multiple graph. And even B is having a self loop. The one vertex is having more than one edge. So this is called multiple graph. One more example here, B and C are connected with 3 edges. So these two vertices are connected with 3 edges. So this is, and A is also having the self loop. So this is an example for multi-graph. So next is the complementary graphs. So the complement of a graph G is defined as a graph which has same number of vertices as in graph G and has two vertices connected if they are not connected in G. Means these are the two graphs. Some vertices in one graph, if it is connected, the same vertices having another one graph that is not connected, means so complementary graph in G is denoted by that G bar. Okay, so let's go to the example here. The complementary graph, the G is a graph that is having A, B, C, D, E, and in the G bar that's having the same vertices but edges are different. So here A and B is connected, but here A and B is not connected, but it's having the same vertices, but they if it is connected in G, then that is not connected in G bar. So that is the complement of the graph. So here A and B connected, the next G bar it is A and B are not connected, but here B and E is not connected, but here B and E is connected. So one graph is the complement of the other graph. So one more example for complementary graph. G, here it's a graph G that's having the A, B, C, D, E, F are the vertices, and here A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F and F, A are not connected, but in the complementary graph A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F and F, A are connected. Here in this graph, that's A, D, B, E, C, F are also not connected, but here it is connected. Okay, complement of a graph G is defined as a graph which has the same number of vertices as in graph G and has two vertices connected if they are not connected in G.